Welcome to Local Point on VTV Channel 6. I'm Chris Piner. On this edition of Local Point, we'll talk about this year's Relay for Life event. Joining me in the studio is chairperson of the event this year, Jessica Blunt. Welcome, Jessica.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be
Relay
here.
for Life, well, it's always good to have people from Relay for Life here. I was just going to say, we've featured the Relay for Life event on this show for a number of years now.
Yeah.
And you're a new face to the show.
I am. Yes, I've been doing this relay now for 5 years. This is my first year chairing, and this will be our 12th year doing the relay in the Basin.
It's kind of nice that we can finally refer to it as a Relay for Life and not introduce it with the whole description of what it is. But just in case we do have people out there who aren't familiar with it, what is Relay for Life? Let's start there, and then we'll get into the actual relay this year.
Okay, Relay for Life is actually the top fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. And 100% of the donations made to the Relay for Life goes to the American Cancer Society and different patient services provided to all different sorts of cancer patients. And a lot of people don't know that, and especially a lot of people here in the Basin don't know, you know, where that money goes to, and that there's so many free services out there for people to participate
that
in.
are funded from
Relay
for Life money.
Especially the traveling to and from Salt Lake to get chemotherapy treatments. There's gas reimbursements available for them. There's hotel reimbursements available.
Right.
So, you know, it gets costly when you have to drive out every day to get that stuff done.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Is some of the money used also for research and that
Absolutely.
kind of thing as well? So
Yes.
it's evenly spread out over all the things that really
Yes.
help those who have it and help fight for a cure.
Yes, absolutely. And the relay started back in 1985 by a doctor that wanted to do research on cancer. And it started in Tacoma, Washington, and this doctor said, hey, I want to get everybody involved, all my friends and family, to sponsor me to walk around this track. And sure enough, he raised over $12,000 to help him, and it hasn't stopped since, and now there's thousands of relays all over the world.
And that's you've kind of hit on exactly what it is, and that's it's a relay around a track.
Yeah.
For those who haven't seen it before, and it is national then.
Yeah.
So we could see these all over the country,
All
in
over the
fact,
country,
all over the state,
world.
all over the world.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've got them in Africa, they've got them in Antarctica, or in Alaska, and all over the cold places. You know, we complain about our snow here, but you know, they've got the snowshoeing relays and the people that do it down in Africa with all the wild animals.
So they customize it for their locale.
Yeah, absolutely.
We do ours here in at the high school track.
Yes, at the Uintah Basin High School, or the Uintah High School in Vernal here, and it's June 6th and 7th, and we'll start at 6 p.m. on Friday the 6th.
All right, and we'll remind our viewers again of those dates a little bit later, but let's get back to what this thing actually is. Okay. So people are walking around a track. Now, how does that raise money?
Well, in January we have a kickoff, and the kickoff gets all of our teams and gets all of our community together, and we have a big party, so to speak, and we start the kickoff of the relay year, and we start signing teams up, and from January on until June we start fundraising. And initially a lot of people fundraise all year long. I mean, they'll do stuff in Christmas time to raise money. Right. So it's really a year-long event, but we'll get the teams involved, and they go out and fundraise in the community. We have an online relay. They can send out emails and get donations that way. So it's really a big event. Every year we get more and more donations, and we get higher goals, and we beat those goals and we beat those records, and we're actually the #1 relay in Utah.
Little old Uintah Basin
little old
is
Uintah Basin.
How about that? I've always said, and I've said on this program many times, that our community is one of the most generous communities you'll find anywhere.
Yeah.
And I know at another one of our big charity events, which is Trees for Charity, I see the Relay for Life sponsored there on many of the trees, so funds are being raised.
Yeah, we do have several trees that some of the teams will decorate, and they'll raise that part of their fundraiser for their teams.
So it's an awareness activity. The actual walking isn't raising money. You're not having people pledge for how many laps you do or anything like that?
And some relays may do that. I know some of the school relays will do that. They'll get a pledge for each lap walked. But ours is just strictly getting donations and having fundraisers, and really the relay at our event is just the wrap up of the whole
This
year.
is how much money
and
we've
it's
raised.
fun, and
this
it's
is
a
what
party.
people around the world are doing.
Yeah.
And look what we've got going on here.
Yeah.
It's a real putting the cause in the public eye.
Absolutely, and we really advocate. We have a lot of advocacy there that we really push, and a lot of services for people to come and from different businesses and around the country that really will come to our event to show everybody what is available for them.
I imagine they want to see how you do it. If we're
Yeah,
the top
I know.
fundraising,
Everybody wants to know.
better come to Vernal and see what's going on there.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you know, to be at Out Salt Lake and the Wasatch Front it's really because of the community. It really is, like you said, this community is such a giving.
Very giving.
Yes, absolutely.
Jessica, how long are you going to be the chairperson of the event?
I will
Is
probably be it for another, usually it's about 2 or 3 years. When we first started, I know those poor chair people had gone a couple more years than that, but you know, we have a lot of people that really want to help out, and so it would only be fair to everybody if we only did it every few years. But I will be on it for this year and next year probably, and then we'll start seeing how it goes from there.
And you'll still be involved in some way, and you have
absolutely.
been involved before.
Yes.
That brings us to the actual event. So it's 2 days. Are we looking at a Friday and a Saturday?
Yes.
Then? And the dates again are what?
June 6th and 7th.
All right. And what will we see on Friday at the event? You have teams
Yes.
already.
Yes, we have
But
the
we
teams.
can still have people come and
Oh, yeah.
support and cheer on the teams and take part in the actual event.
Absolutely.
And enjoy some entertainment and other things. What's happening
absolutely.
Friday?
On Friday, we will start out at 5 o'clock. We have a survivor dinner. So any of our survivors out there are welcome to come down at 5 o'clock. And we'll have a speaker down there, and we'll have dinner provided for them. At 6 o'clock, we'll start our kickoff. And we'll have Dr. Gary White is going to be our guest speaker this year. And he is going to be speaking about colon cancer in the Basin. And we will also have him naming all the names of the cancer survivors to come down on the track. And the cancer survivors will open up our relay. So at 6 o'clock, they will start the relay and make that first lap. And it's very moving and it's very inspirational to come and see their caregivers helping them, and you know, to see, and it just gives me chills every time, just to see the little 2-year-olds walking down with their purple survivor shirts is really, it'll get everybody hooked on relay. That's absolutely
What else is
the
happening
big
that
highlight.
night?
Later that night, we'll have our luminary ceremony. And
These are the bags?
Yes, these are the bags that line the track that we light with candles, and it has people that have lost their battle with cancer, or it has people that are fighting their battle with cancer.
And this is something that our viewers can do, right? They can also buy some of these and decorate them.
They're $10 a bag, and you can buy them at the relay.
Yes.
And you can, you know, decorate them if you like. A lot of people really go out and decorate them.
It's a beautiful sight to see.
It is beautiful.
What else is happening that night? You wouldn't believe that we're almost out of time.
Oh, I know.
Would you?
You know, we do have lots of games, entertainment, music, prizes, raffles, games and prizes for the whole family.
Saturday, what will we see? What's going on
Saturday? We'll have music and more games and prizes for the family. And then we will start wrapping up about 10 o'clock, and we'll be done by noon.
All right. So this is Friday and Saturday, again, June
6th and 7th.
June 6th and 7th.
Yeah.
No cost to the public.
No
if they want
cost.
to come,
Everybody
they just
can
come
and enjoy and just enjoy all the fun and entertainment that we're going to have for
Uintah High
everybody.
School track, and I'll bet you'll take donations as well.
Absolutely.
Right?
We won't turn any dollar away. That's for sure.
Jessica, it's very good to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I
I hope the
appreciate it.
event is a big success. And we thank you for watching us here on Local Point on VTV Channel 6. You can also watch this program on demand by visiting our website, www.vernal.tv. I'm Chris Piner. Please join us again next time.